Hello, if this video found you, might have been the title. I know it's a little different than what I would normally make. I was taking a shower and this message just kept wanting to come out, and I had to really ask myself, Spirit, do you really want me to share this? Because it's been coming up frequently over the past few months, and I'm just like, I don't really know if this is my, the people I really want to reach out to. And then I'm like, wait a minute, my new goal is to just how can I help? So I surrendered, and I'm like, I will make this channeled message for those who need to hear it, because I feel that there is a certain individual or community or group of people who need to hear this, and it may only specify to you, so take what resonates or what doesn't. And if you do end up watching this, and I may lose some subscribers, that's totally fine. I'm okay with that. The main point of this message is other people's opinions and the fear of being disliked, and it's better to show up in this world as yourself and allow those to meet you with who you really are, rather than to attract people with a fake version of you. So, and in this message, I did write down while I was in the shower some of the categories of things that I'll go over, and I think anybody can really benefit from this, since a lot of it has to do with dealing with the opinions of others, and then also really being in more control of ourselves and our emotional state. And our state is everything. That's going to determine how we think, feel, and act in this world, and how we show up, and whether if we're happy or not. Because you can take a really good person and put them in a really bad environment, and for a long enough period of time they may do something bad, right? And it's because it just kept stacking all this negative stuff over and over. And then you can also take a bad person and put them in a really good environment for a very long time, or whatever, how long it takes, or they're just feeling really good one day and they're doing good things. So our emotional state and having self-mastery within ourselves is not only going to control how we think, feel, and act, it is also going to create the manifestations in our reality, because it's just a chain reaction. We do certain things, we get certain things. That's how physical reality responds, by physical reality. And then we're also going to go over a little bit of purpose and what absolute freedom is. And I know everybody's goal in life is to be free. Everybody has the intention to be financially, moving this for the mouse, to be financially free and live a life that they desire. And I know it also may seem a little funny that I have my lavalier microphone connected here while I have this one on. I just thought it would work really cool. So yeah, the first thing I want to go ahead and address is, again, and let me know in the comments below how you feel about this certain topic, or good or bad, because bad comments are great. I like reading them. I like to see where people are at in their journey on Earth, and then on top of that, boost my algorithm, baby. Let's go. That's all it's gonna do, is help me out. So yeah, let's go ahead and go over a couple of this stuff. Number one thing is other people's opinions, and the channel message is coming through because I feel that somebody is struggling with this, and you may be getting a lot of a reflection of people not liking what you're doing, especially in this business of OnlyFans, right? Or even in general, whatever thing you're doing, because people who don't want you to change, or are seeing you go into more absolute freedom, who want to keep you in a place of being the same, or you're going to surpass them and do better than them, those aren't your people. First of all, it doesn't matter if they're friends, family, you have no, you don't deserve to be treated poorly by anybody, by the choices you do for your life, on how you want to live your life, and whatever that means for you to be free and have financial freedom. As long as you're not hurting or doing anything bad, who cares what you do? I don't care what people do with their lives, as long as they're not doing anything bad. It doesn't really affect me, right? And I know everybody's doing the best they can, what level of consciousness that they're at. So whatever it took for you to get to where you're at to make this type of content, I don't know what your life is. And I know that there's plenty of internet trolls, and here's the thing about internet trolls who comment negative things. You're just boosting the algorithm, and some of these amazing women, I commend you. This is beautiful marketing strategy. There's one of them that I've seen on Instagram who has it connected to her OnlyFans, who's using it as marketing, jumping on her Lambo and getting all this algorithm boost. It's so smart. You women are so smart nowadays, and that's amazing. So internet trolls are usually people who are deeply wounded themselves and are hurting, so their opinions, it's just showing where they're at in their life. And most of the time, those people, guarantee you about 90% of them, working 9-to-5 jobs, no financial freedom, probably minimum wage, and they're probably still signing up for your OnlyFans. So don't even sweat it. you just need to realize that you're in a place where you earned your freedom, and especially if you're successful in this, or even if you're starting to think to do so, like, you deserve that level of freedom in your life. And a lot of people, they're jealous of that they can't have that level of freedom. Because I guarantee you, if they live your whole life with the way you look and your whole experience of life, and I'm pretty sure they'll make the same choice. Possible. Highly possible. Okay? Especially if you got a rockin' bod and you're rocking it. Okay? And this is just really a confidence thing. It's any bod can be rockin' because there's a niche and a category. This is just a business. People, there's a category for people that like anything, all right? You've been on like FetLife or like any kind of fetish. Like, dude, it all exists. There's a niche for it all. So even the content that I make, there's a niche for people that need to hear this types of messages. And I hope this does reach the right people. And if it does reach the wrong people, that's chill with me. Because I'd rather have people who are subscribed to wanting to experience freedom in life and not be afraid to show up with how they are, especially like watching my content, even if I express things like this, that they see that level of freedom within me, and I hope that it's a reflection to you, so that way you can continue living in this kind of freedom and not be afraid and let go of that fear. So part of these opinions is they break down to kind of two things. A lot of times we'll internalize it, it'll affect our states, and we may recluse or be introverted and maybe not date as many people or experience life to the fullest. You might be able to buy Lambos and jump on them and all that stuff, but like, are you also living fully? Like, because we don't know what goes behind the scenes. We don't know the pain of your heart and the struggles you're actually going through. I saw somebody else like post Thanksgiving thing a while back on like TikTok that they bought like this whole Thanksgiving thing for their dad, and their dad was so ungrateful because he's like, oh, are you making that from that wank money and stuff? And it's like, bro, chill. Like, you don't even provide this and you're upset about how they got it. Like, so what? What's so bad about that? Like, there's morals and stuff. Like, I get it. But still, if you're living life to freedom on your terms and you're being yourself, that's so commendable because you're owning your individuality. So we can't control what other people are going to think. We can't control what our family members are going to think of us or our friends. We may have a desire for that control, right? And we may want to influence them. We can only really influence people. But if we can't change how they feel about it by expressing who we are to them, setting boundaries, like, hey, I don't like when you do this. I feel this heaviness when you treat me this way, or when you talk about what I do in this way. Like, it's time to let them go. Because when you make space for a new person to come in your life, they can only come in when you have that space available. We can only keep track of so many friends. I mean, I know I keep my circle very small, although I have plenty of friends. And I see very introverted lately because I'm so focused on where I'm going. So if you really want someone special in your life, make an opening and let the person who's not making your life better, let them go. Okay? Relationships are very transactional is what it turns out to be. Like, if they're not adding any good to you and it's always bad, or they're sad and it's like you're giving to them more than they're giving to you, let them go if it's no longer serving you. Super easy. And the desire to control looks something like this. Like, let's say you're in an office, right? And it's not your business. You're just an employee there. And you see your coworkers, they have their desk set up a certain way. And you have, like, a desire to move their pen to the other side, right? It's not your pen, right? It's a desire to control something because it bothers you internally. So when you decide to go ahead and move their pen, you can ask them, influence them, hey, could you do this? Because I think it would look better over there aesthetically. Like, you probably get more sales if your pen's on that side, superstition stuff, I don't know. You can try to influence and sell them on the idea, or you can pick it up and move it yourself and really show your level of control. However, if they go and complain to the boss, do it enough times, eventually you'll get the repercussion that maybe you'll get fired or something. So we can't control other people. That's the number one thing to understand is people are going to have comments, opinions, great. And it's such a good thing that it boosts your algorithm. Number two is the absolute control. What is absolute control? This is where self-mastery kicks in. So we have the desire to control, and we can't really control other people, right? And we can see how we can create this desire or make things happen with repercussions. Absolute control means, what are we actually in control of? We're in control of our states. Nobody can make you ever feel anything else besides how you choose to feel, and that depends on how much of a master you are of your state, of how well you can control your vibration and also set boundaries. Here goes my notes. And absolute control is, one, our emotions and what we choose to do with the things that are ours. Let's say you're in your own home, in your house, and you want to move your pen from one room to the other. It's yours. It's your house. It's your pen. You have absolute control over that. Nobody else does. So it's important that we remain focused on controlling ourselves, because that's going to change how we respond versus react. And nobody wants to react. Reacting sometimes doesn't yield the best results. So far we got the internet trolls. Understand what absolute control is, and it's important to do that so that way you can live the life that you desire to continue living. We got the internet trolls, we got control, we got good or bad comments, how they boost your algorithm, and then we got the moods and financial freedom. I think that's almost everything I had on here. Yeah, I really didn't think I should share this, except I think that somebody needs to hear this, and that you're living freedom. And here's the thing about this, is that you may be excited to even make this content, which is great. The other part is you have multiple purposes in life, and if you are making entertainment money, invest in yourself further. Number one, you already learned business and social media marketing. You're already winning. Imagine if you started a business on anything else you wanted to do and achieve. I'm sure you can do it. I know you can. So the road is endless for you. You can even link it and market it that way. I mean, some people even have this opinion of here's actually the message that wanted to come out, that people can only do it for so many years and create OnlyFans content. Well, that's not true. Maybe there's old people that want to watch old people get freaky. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's a niche. And what stops you from being the leader or the best in that niche and doing that for the rest of your life? So remember, other people's opinions, we gotta let them go. Put them on a sailboat, let them go. They don't matter. They just don't. It shows us where they're at with their consciousness if they're negative. It takes a lot for somebody to go ahead and hide behind a keyboard and type some negative things and express themselves in a negative way versus maybe a critical, good way, that can help somebody grow and expand. But most of those people are hurting. They're hurting them inside, and when they see someone living a life that they wish that they could have and jump on their Lamborghini, and if it breaks they can just buy a new one or just repair the thing, whatever they want to do, a lot of people are jealous of that. So don't let people's jealousy stop you from doing what you're doing, because once you have that financial freedom, you also have the avenue to go to school. You can become an attorney, you can become a doctor, you can do whatever you want to do. So don't be afraid to keep doing what you're doing, and don't let other people stop you from it. So again, I hope this helps you. If I get negative comments, great. If I lose some subscribers, cool. I just really hope this message got to the right individual that needed to hear this, that may be on this path, because now you can also expand to all your other purposes in life, and you're gaining business and marketing skills through doing this. So yeah. All right, have an alchemizing day. Namaste, and peace out.